The book fair. Yaritza and Kelly's parents decided to go to the book fair, which was held at that time by the Ministry of Education, to take a look there and to buy the books they need. They decided to go to the book fair earlier that day, taking advantage of the good weather. Their father drove the car to the book fair. They quickly reached the place since it wasn't too far from their house. When they entered the area where the book fair was, they found that it was a very big area divided into sections according to the origin of the books. They saw many sections, each section from a different country. Inside every section was a large number of books alphabetically organized. Different genres of books were found and were arranged according to the age of the reader. Yaritza and Kelly were excited because they saw coloring books and a lot of bedtime stories. That's what they liked most. The girls found a lot of stories that caught their attention. They saw fantasy stories, drama, romance, horror, adventure, self-help, science and action. Actually, there were many types of books found there, not just those types. Different types of books been found at the book fair according to the interest of the reader. If you are a good reader, then you will find a treasure in that book fair, a treasure that never ends. Their parents also showed interest in many types of books there. They started searching for what they need. Yaritza and Kelly chose many books. They chose coloring, adventure and science books. They liked what they chose and wanted even to buy more. Their parents loved the elders' books and bought many books too, but for advanced readers suitable for their age. While they were taking their round in the book fair, they found many writers too signing their books. Yaritza and Kelly saw their favorite writer who writes their bedtime stories. They asked their parents if he can sign their stories, so they all went to the writer and had a little chat with him. They expressed to him how happy they were of his books and how the girls loved to buy his stories a lot whenever they find it. The writer was so pleased and signed their book. He asked the girls to always behave and added that he will give them an exclusive book edition that he's just finished to encourage them more to read more. The girls were so excited and took the book and thanked the writer. In a small section made specially for kids, a group of writers gathered and were telling some interesting kids' stories to small children sitting in a small circle on the floor. The girls asked their parents to join the small group and their parents agreed. Yaritza and Kelly loved the stories that the writers told them. The writers definitely caught the small kids' attention. They told them more stories about their favorite characters. The kids seemed to enjoy every single story they told. The kids seemed to enjoy every single story they told. They were listening to a lot of stories that the writers were telling. The writers chose to tell them the stories they loved. Yaritza and Kelly's parents started taking pictures of them as a souvenir that day. It was time for them to leave. The girls didn't want to go at all and leave such a pleasant atmosphere, but they had to leave. It was such an enjoyable time for the small family. All of them bought good books to be read later. When they got home, the girls started taking all books out so that their parents read for them. Their parents kept reading for them till they fell asleep reading. It was their small adventure of the day. Going to the book fair was something that they loved a lot. The end. A simple story in English for kids presented the importance of